Grand Mesa National Forest is a large and rugged area of public land located to the east of Grand Junction in the U.S. state of Colorado. The forest is named after the Grand Mesa, 11,000 feet 3,350 meters, which is one of the world's largest mesas. It contains 45 named summits, the tallest of which is Crater Peak, 11,739 feet 3,456 meters, and the most prominent of which is Pinon Mesa, 9,792 feet 2,954 meters, with a prominence of 2,784 feet 8 and 18 meters.
Well, we made it to the visitor center at the Grand Mesa National Park here. It's really beautiful. Oh, it smells so good up here. It's amazing. So, bought the granddaughter a little Bambi hat. I may take a stroll down one of these little trails here by this lake. See what's going on. It is beautiful here. Everything that you would expect it to be, absolutely. Beautiful forest here. Amazing. Makes me wish I had my fly rod with me, or my spin rod. But there's quite a bit of fish out there. Beautiful day. I think it's a well-kept secret. Make sure the zippers are zipped. Because it preserves my back a little bit here. It is easier on the high side. Looks like I'm walking out of here. Beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Speed limit 55. Okie dokie. We're still going up. Oh, the bike feels good. We did see some cattle back there, so Craig Cliff's Trailhead. Yeah. Oh, this is my life. No, actually I do. It's definitely out of the way. Grand Mesa Lodge, food and bar and cabin. I talked to the guy in the visitor center. He said that you keep the road open all year. That's pretty amazing. I did. Look at this boulder field. Wow. Nice and cool. Okay, just like this. Time is 10 out of 12. Oh, excuse me,
get out to the range today. I wanted to. I don't know if I want to push it. Land of Lakes. Congested area. What does that mean? Yeah, he said they keep the road open all the way to the Grand Junction. There's quite a bit of snow here. Trail, I guess. Mesa County, live, work, and play. Not just live, not just work, but you can also play. Yes, suburban area. Beautiful. Back into the sun. Mesa Top Trail. Yeah, my front tire is the one that necessitated the tire changing. It got skinned up when I was out there at Amachi, and looking for the Anchorage Casper site 2 years ago. What happened was that mud got up in between the tire and the fender, and it just trimmed out little pieces of the front tire. Has little grooves in the tire. It shouldn't be there. And you got all kinds of leaks on. I didn't like riding on that very much, but I had to get it back over to the motor. There's really bad on that podcast too. This looks like a great place for a moose, which I hope I don't see one. It's not anywhere near me. I'd stop at some of these overlooks, but you really can't see much in there because of the smoke. It's pretty dark. That was a gold wing. Gold wing. That reminds me of my friend Chris told me that there was a terrible fatal accident at the Tonegala neighborhood, my neighborhood, Highway 135, and it was gold wing. He was on the fire department that time. And 2 people died. Somebody was making a left-hand turn and didn't see him and pulled out in front of him. Typical story. There's a lot of crazies out in the world. When I was 29, I was a kid, that I had to go to jury duty for kid in Adams County, Colorado. The guy had been charged with the double vehicular homicide, and the way the state police described it was this kid and another guy had been at a bar out there in Flatland, Colorado, and actually it's rolling hills. And this kid and this guy, they had been drinking. And state police believed that these two guys were racing each other. And the young guy tried to pass the other guy on a blind hill. And there was a three-wheeled motorcycle going the other way. Bam! Hit him head on. For that, you're just not going to have time to do anything. It's all over at that point. Prosecuting DA. Yeah, we had deliberated a long time when they finally gave the case to the jury. Oh, that's so beautiful right there. They finally gave the case to the jury, and we were going well into the night. There was a couple of guys. One of them was a trucker, and I don't remember what the other guy was. But we just couldn't convince him that the guy was guilty. But what happened was somebody that was more to his liking got on a sidebar with him, and they discussed the whole case and everything, and finally the guy decided to change his vote to guilty. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and they brought everybody back in, all the lawyers and the defendant, the DA, and everything. They brought them all back in, judge, to give him his guilty verdict. And anyway, after the end of the trial, the DA spoke to a few of us jurors to find out. They always want to have data on what was the situation in the jury room, because, you know, they never know, and they'd never know unless they asked one of us, and one of us was willing to talk, so, yeah, we talked to them. We told them what was going on back there. And he said, in his words, in the DA's words, the guy came over the top of the hill on the 3-wheeler, he didn't even have time to say, oh shit. That was that. And asked the DA, you know, what's going to happen with this kid? And at the time, I was about the same age, not much older than him. He kind of looked like me a little bit. DA said, man, there's a bunch of ponds up here on the lake. Man, good place to go fishing. The DA said, well, it was this kid's first offense. He'd never been in trouble before. He said he was probably going to go to prison for 2.5 years or so. But that was the end of that. Yeah, probably enough. That wasn't the only jury I've been on. I've been on a few of them. I was a spokesperson, chairperson on one of them. That's a responsibility. I don't think I could do it very well now, be a good juror, because I just don't hear that good anymore. Wow. Oh, if this was clear, oh my God. Woo, beautiful, 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 beautiful. It's just so smoky. Wow. This is nothing like I had envisioned it. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I can apply a filter or something to kind of take that haze down a little bit in my video. Wow. It's impressive. And if you're a motorcycle person, you should get on this road. I don't like having endless amounts of footage that I have to go through and edit. The problem with that is you could come around another corner up here that is just open up into an expanse with mountains staring you right in the face, and you have the camera on, you'd miss it. This is pretty good right here. That those Harley guys thought I drive like a grandma. They weren't too impatient. They were pretty cool about it. But they weren't good. They weren't gonna wait behind me. I didn't want them to. That's okay. Gotta ride within your own limits. I think probably a lot of the speed limits they set around here are basically for wintertime conditions. You could probably go a little bit faster in the summertime and be safe, but they have those occasional curves at, say, 25. Even going into them at 30, you'd be making a mistake, so you never know. Unless you know that road. But oh my God, that's beautiful. I am not sad at all about coming out here. Not sad at all. Can't be wanted. This is a national park. So even if you had a drone, you couldn't fly it legally. I thought about bringing my little drone with me, but how much stuff do you want to take on your bike? Wow. Ooh. Holy, oh God, no warning at all on that. Plus, I was looking at the Grand Mesa ahead and whew, look at that. Wow, we're now in the Grand Mesa National Forest. Welcome. Oh, boy, I think the bike bottomed out on that bit. It jiggled my balls, man. Ski area. I have no clue. That's freaking awesome. Well, bumps like that are no good on my back, man, I'll tell you. There's the theory that people in the Colorado state government don't want people driving gas vehicles. They don't want people driving at all. They want you to live in a place where you can take a bus or a train or have some kind of alternate form of transportation. So they're trying to put a stranglehold on all of it. They just passed a law that gas motors can no longer be sold in Colorado. Powderhorn Mountain Resort. Alright, cool. I will have to check that out. Check them out online. Powderhorn Mountain Resort. There used to be a Powderhorn Resort. Well, there still is. There's another one that's down by Durango, like 20 minutes before you get to Durango, maybe half an hour. It's also Powderhorn. Airbnb. Wow. It'd be nice to stay around someplace. Cool. Take your time, semi-guy. I'm not in a hurry. Yeah, so the maintenance on Colorado roads is virtually non-existent. They're spending their money on other stuff. Colorado is facing a $1 billion budget overrun. Awesome. Now it's warming back up. Maybe getting to some of that desert temperature. What a cool house right there. What a view they have. That white mountain over there must be the Grand Mesa, because it's a standout. What does this community do as a community? I wonder. Is it all just tourism? Could very well be. There's specks of houses here and there, but they're definitely off the beaten path. Ranching, more likely. Woo! Yeah, very cool. We getting buffeted just a tad. We're really not going that fast. I'm at 35. I'm gonna have to go around here. This is the point. I wonder what's on top of the Grand Mesa. I'm sure people have hiked up to the top of that thing. Where they measure.